session, you will be able to define classroom management and able to explain its relation to motivational learning. Second, you will be able to describe the skills the teachers need to create a successful learning environment. And third, you'll be able to explain how to communicate and collaborate to meet management goals.
Hello. The goal of this chapter is to help you become an effective classroom manager by discussing the skills and strategies that are necessary to create a productive learning environment.
So what is classroom management?
Yes. Classroom management, Mom, is one of the skills that effective teachers do.
Okay, right. So by definition, classroom management refers to the skills and strategies that teachers use to organize instructions and maximize the productive use of learning material time.
What a successful learning environment looks like. A successful learning environment is not one in which students have been managed into being quiet and orderly, but one in which their voices and behaviors serve the purpose of learning. Therefore, we should not conclude that a quiet classroom is a sign of management success. Instead, we should reflect on whether the management methods that we use in our classrooms are conducive to the learning and motivation of all students. Effective classroom management maximizes students' learning opportunities. Why is it so important for teachers to have strong classroom management skills? Isn't it more important to provide quality instruction to accomplish classroom objectives? Research has consistently shown that classroom management is the teacher variable that has the greatest effect on student achievement. Students learn more and are more motivated to learn in well-managed classrooms.
Another question. What skills do teachers need to create successful learning environments?
Yeah.
As I read from the book, according to Bowling, the key to classroom management resides in the teacher's ability to prevent problems from occurring rather than on his or her intervention after events.
Thank you.
One of the first researchers to study classroom management was Jacob Cohen, who conducted a set of pioneering studies examining the effects of different teacher management methods in students' behavior. Approximately 80% of an effective management plan entails anticipating classroom disruptions and establishing the conditions to prevent create successful learning environments. First, we have planning. Good planning minimizes management problems because the students understand the objective, rationale, and value of the academic goals, which is likely to increase their motivation to learn. In addition, a well-developed plan can help teachers save valuable instructional time by having materials ready and a set of strategies at hand to adopt and content and pace of instruction is needed. Next, we have organization. Teachers with good organizational skills, such as making good use of the instructional time, having instructional materials prepared for their lessons, and developing routines and procedures for handling typical classroom business, are likely to prevent classroom management issues. Third, we have readiness. Teachers who have developed this skill prevent management problems by immediately picking up on students' cues and responding to them before they become a discipline problem. Next, we have overlapping. Addressing behavioral issues without interrupting instruction. For example, you might notice that one of your students is using his cell phone under his desk to send a text message to a friend. You can demonstrate overlapping by walking around the class and standing next to the student's desk without interrupting your explanation to the rest of the class. If needed, you can then address this issue personally with the student after class. Next, we have adapting. Studies of teacher strategies show that the most effective classroom managers adopt instruction to particular student needs, and ineffective classroom managers appear insensitive to the diverse needs of their students. Lastly, we have the leadership. Meta-analysis of more than 100 studies showed that the quality of teacher-student relationships is a keystone for all other aspects of classroom management.
So what practical arrangements and procedures create positive learning environment? So there are 3 environmental conditions to support a productive classroom. First, arranging your room in a way conducive to a productive classroom. Second, beginning the school year with a clear set of classroom procedure. Third, setting the rules of conduct that will guide classroom interactions.